All right, so we're back at the park, and the reason we're back at the park, and that I haven't got to, if you saw the last one, you see me talking about, I gotta get this right, the 30 amp. I kept having to want to test the 30 amp. So we got the 30 amp in. Got it. There we go. Plugged in down there. Now we gonna walk back in.
Let's go down, come on down, come on mothers, let's go down, down in the river to
It's supposed to be wired for 30 amp. Let's see what happens. I'm hearing beeping. I'm not sure why I'm hearing beeping, but I'm hearing beeping. So, not anymore. Oops, sorry guys. Let's see what that thing will. Can you get in there and see it? I don't know. That might be. Okay. It's charging, it's running right. Everything seems to be hooked up. Everything seems to be running. Nothing's popped. So that's a good thing. Got no fire so far. I got the fire extinguisher out. That's something you need to do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll check in a little later and hopefully everything will still be going good. All right, guys. We'll check it out in a little bit. All right, good morning, guys. I didn't show it, getting it out of the thing and all that. I don't know how the lighting is on all this. I know that's being blown out over there in that kitchen. I got the induction out this morning. You can tell I just got up. It's like 7 o'clock, 6:30, whatever it is. Sleeping late for van life. I'm going to do the induction this morning. So let me get you picked up here. And get you down here so we can take a look at the induction. Yeah, of course, you know, we're hooked up to the, man, this thing's tough. Let me turn around this way. I don't know, I'm just getting blown out from all different kinds of lights, aren't I? Let me turn these off. There we go. Anyway, did the 30 amp, where'd you go? Gotta pay attention. We did the 30 amp this morning. Let me see if I can get this thing set up here so we can just talk. Anyway, did 30 amp. There it is. Okay. Everything's normal. Everything's doing fine. The first time we plugged in last night, I hate that light. Getting blown out. First time we plugged in last night, it just didn't seem to take for some reason. So anyway, long story short, no problems. Everything's wonderful. It kept the charge up. I'm about to do the induction. All the electrical seems to be fine on it. So anyway, that was my last hurdle, guys. Besides all the other little hurdles I got to get over. Timing, organizing stuff at home. I don't know how these guys do it. I don't know how you like all that, huh? Woohoo! It's waking up. That's morning. That's morning hair right there, boy. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and fix me some breakfast, and I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. I want to talk to you guys about something a little later. We really don't, this is all we really have. This is kind of the final straw for the van, or for the bus, to make sure it's A-okay. So yeah, this is kind of it for the bus. It's ready to go. But I'm going to talk, I'm going to ramble about some other stuff later. So let me go ahead and knock the breakfast out, and I'll get back with you. See you guys. Okay, guys, we have got some changes. Woohoo! There we go. We've got some changes. What happened? Anyway, I've got some changes. By the way, the 30 amp worked great, flawlessly. I cooked on the induction, made coffee, hot chocolate, microwave. So 30 amp is good. Never overloaded. Everything was great. So, but I got some other changes that I had to make, and just to make myself more comfortable in this thing, because these were some things when I was out that just, I don't know, man. I don't know if you call it OCD. I'm not OCD. Well, maybe a little. I don't know. But anyway, I made some changes, and I think there are going to be some changes that mentally will help me get through this stuff. That'll make me feel more at home and more, dude, if I could get this thing raised. This big mistake, don't do this. Get something that's where you can walk around in. But it's better than a van, better than a low top van. So I got about the same length, maybe a little bit more, maybe a foot or two more. But anyway, let me get to the changes and I'll show you what they are. Okay, one of the first changes I did was to change this puppy. Look how big that thing is. It was just, I mean, just freaking, it was just way too big for this sink. Now the mistake I made, and I say it's a mistake, but I mean, this thing's huge. I mean, look at the size difference for what I got up there now. Now, what I did is order it online. Now, this thing doesn't swivel, but it comes to the middle now. It's there in the middle. So it's a much better fit. Just mentally, it makes it feel so much better. The other one came out way over here, pretty much came out to right in here. So washing anything in it was just a pain. It was just a pain. So this one, I don't know if it's, let me find my, there it is. See, it comes in the middle. It does well, actually. So mentally, it just does better. Physically, it does much better, be able to wash stuff in it. But now the other thing, so that was a big change for me. What I did is I ordered online both of them. This puppy, which is huge, I ordered it online with the sink, and I really wanted the sink to come out, the size of the sink to come out more here, but I just couldn't find that particular length. Since then I have found it, but I'm not changing this thing out. I might buy it and let somebody else do it. Somebody that's, I just don't want to do it. So I bought them both online, so they didn't fit. I went ahead and installed it to see if I could live with it and get away with it. But it just didn't work for me. So I got that changed, and I think that's going to work out much better for me. But now, one of the other things I did was move to a walk. Now this is the one that's actually bought for the house. The one I got is bigger for here. The bottom, and what I did, you see the flat bottom. Now the flat bottom I got for the, and the reason I'm not showing you that one is because there's actually food in it. Is much bigger. It's probably comes out more. It's probably, I think it's 4 inches bigger, the bottom of it, but it's a walk. And this one's also, but anyway, you can use them on induction. That's why we went with this one. They do have the cast iron. They do have the other ones that you season. These are non-stick. And the reason I decided to go with the non-stick is because you can literally just wipe them out. There's no really cleanup to it. And you can clean and you can cook. And actually, Primal Outdoors is the one that really gave me the idea to do this. So that's why I went with this. He does a different setup, but it's more or less like a wok. So, yeah, I mean, mine's big enough where you can have a piece of meat. You can do some cooking over here, do some cooking over here, some asparagus or whatever you can. I've done the eggs in the other one, and it just absolutely doesn't stick, and it's great. Okay, it's really hard to get lighting situated here, but wanted to share a little bit. We haven't been getting out much, and that's really taking a toll on me. It's really starting to bother me of not getting out. A lot has to do with the weather, what has been going on with that. Of course, we had all this election crap that went on. Didn't want to stray far from home while all that was going on. So, and then the weather hit. We've had snow and ice and all this other stuff. But I've come down to the conclusion that there's not going to be perfect weather. There is if I just wait to certain days and get out those certain days. But when I plan a trip and if it rains, it rains. I'm going to have to get out. And we're going to have to start this nomad life at one time or another. And there's nothing like the present, and it's time to start. So we're going to start making plans. We're going to start getting out. And if it's raining, it's raining. I always got concerned about what the video is going to be like, and I didn't put out some videos before because I didn't get out, which my bad, my mistake. It doesn't mean I couldn't have got out somewhere. And all the times I was traipsing around in the snow and in the beast, I should have been filming it, what we were doing. There's some pretty interesting stuff that happened. And I watched these other YouTube channels, and even if they're at their home base, they film and they share a part of themselves with you. And that's what needs to happen with me. I need to share a part of myself with you. And that's what I was doing before. And for some reason, I got off on some thing that it doesn't matter. I just need to put out content for you. I need to keep a chronicling what's going on. I got wrapped up in trying to think, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I've got a homestead to take care of. I've got a home to take care of. I've got a wife to take care of. I've got animals to take care of. And you've seen the animals. You've met them. Momo's going with me. That's pretty much, that's settled. That has to happen. And I'm not going to go through all that again, but just suffice to say, she's a pit bull. She just can't be trusted. So she's got to go with me. And the one thing that I forgot, which I was with Dave stopped by and visited me at Milan Park when I was doing the 30 amp, and we were just going over things. It's like, you know, got to do this, got to, and it dawned on me. It's like I got to do something with the dogs, and it went back on. And it was one of the plans was to set up this massive dog house in the back so that the dogs can be outside while I'm gone. Now, you know, my wife will bring them in at night, and that's cool, you know. Let them out in the morning after she feeds them, give them their medication, but can let them out. And like Dave said, I know you'll have air conditioning and heating in it, and I will. I'll have some sort of way for them to stay cool and stay warm. I don't know how much the winter is going to, when winter comes around again, we'll see what happens, how that works out. You know, when we have big ice storms and snowstorms here, it's imperative that I do stay home. If the electricity goes out, I'm the one that does the, you know, gets the generator set up, all that, make sure the generator's running the house, make sure if pipes need, you know, we're on a slab, so most of our pipes don't need anything. I have one little thing out in the garage. Anyway, I'm rambling, but there's just things I need to take care of that, and she's frontline, so she's got to go to work. So bottom line, I got to take her to work and pick her up if there's snow and ice on the ground. She does have an all-wheel drive, and she says she can do it, but that's my job. That's what I'm there for. I've got to take care of that situation, right? So there's things I need to be. If that weather's going to be like that, I need to be here to help take care of everything. That's my job. Animals, her, house, property, relatives. They get stuck in a certain way. You know, if they end up in a ditch, which most of them just don't get out, which is fine. But you know, I'm closer. My other brother could take care of it. He's got a 4-wheel drive, so he can take care of it. That's not a big deal. But it's just why him come out here when I'm here. But anyway, that's what there's responsibilities that I need to take care of, and that's why I stayed home during the snow. And plus, I didn't want to get this thing out. So, with that being said, I'm sure we might get one more snowstorm, which we usually do first, second. It can be even the 3rd week of March. It has happened even in April. We do live in some weird area. It's just the way it is. So, I'm rambling. At 6 minutes on this thing. I will hit you up on the next one when I'm out. There's some things I want to say and do, and kind of give you an idea of where we're going, but this one's already ran long enough. So on the next video, I will explain more of our plan and what we want to do, and what we're going to take on something it doesn't seem like anybody else wants to take on, but we're going to take it on. We're going to see what we can come up with. Here I go again. I'll explain that later too. Anyway, guys, thank you. We love you. I appreciate you. I know it's been a while since we put one out, but hopefully we're back at it again, getting the plans, getting the set, and see what we can do. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. You have no idea. You just have no idea. Thank you. And we'll see you on the next one.